to the First Order.
Hey everyone, First Order here. This is going to be kind of a depressing video for some, and maybe even an exciting video for others, depending on who's watching this. So, recently EA revealed how many physical copies of Battlefront 2 was sold in its first month of release, and holy crap is it disappointing. So, let's just talk about the first Battlefront in 2015's release. Its first month, 2.1 million copies were sold across all platforms. Now for this Battlefront game, 882,000 physical copies of Battlefront 2 were sold, with an original estimated amount of 1,720,000. And they don't have an exact number of digital copies sold, but it's estimated to be around 588,000 units. And when you put the physical and digital copies sold together, it's still less than the estimated amount. I believe it's going to be like 1,400,000 something. This is extremely disappointing. A lot of people expressed their disliking for the microtransaction system with their wallets, which I honestly wasn't expecting. I was expecting people to still buy the game, but just lose interest in it very quickly, but this is extremely disappointing. An analyst.EA, Michael Patcher, says this: Battlefront 2 could rally though. The release of Star Wars The Last Jedi on December 15th is likely to spur mainstream interest in the game and could resurrect sales during the critical holiday period. Oh, just wow. I mean, yes, it's definitely going to increase the sales a little bit. I think they could possibly reach the original estimated amount of the first month release, but still, that shouldn't happen in the first place with these kinds of games, AAA games. And they're definitely not going to reach the original Battlefront's first month sales during the holiday period. This is extremely disappointing for EA and others such as myself, because I am kind of a Battlefront YouTuber. I consider myself a Star Wars YouTuber, like covers all things Star Wars, but most people are subscribed to my channel for Battlefront, and I understand that, so I push out Battlefront content more than regular Star Wars content. But it affects people that primarily do Battlefront content. Like, I'm not going to name any names, but you can probably think of some that primarily do Battlefront content on their YouTube channel. That is affecting them as well, because this game isn't going to survive as long as the original Battlefront game. People are still getting tons and tons of views and subscribers off the original Battlefront game, and I think this game is getting so much negative backlash from the internet that they're just going to stop supporting this game probably 3 months in. I mean, yes, they're going to get the bounce backs when certain seasons come out, like Clone Wars season, if that happens, which I know Grievous and Obi-Wan, Anakin, Count Dooku, yeah, like, because people on the internet usually love the prequels for its stories, just not its films, so that's definitely going to increase the sales a little bit, but still, it's definitely not going to reach the original sale for Battlefront 1, and I believe the first year's sales for Battlefront in 2015 were 16 or 19 million. I don't see Battlefront 2 ever reaching that number, to be perfectly honest. This is disappointing for some, but for others, I believe that Battlefront 2 needs to die in order for the game industry to realize how bad microtransactions are. I mean, look at the Game Awards. 3 people during the award show slammed EA for their microtransaction system.
And the game award goes to, oh man, I have to pay a microtransaction to unlock. That's so stupid that this has to, hold on, I got this, guys, here we go. You know it's true, it's really stupid.
Even another game company had an ad on the game show that talked about how people love linear games, which is throwing shade at the CEO of EA, how he said that no one likes a linear game anymore. And it was a pretty good ad. Like, I definitely disagree with him on that because I love linear games. I still play The Force Unleashed today. I still play walkthroughs. They need to get their act together at EA, because I really want Star Wars games to succeed. I don't want all this negative talk about Star Wars game. I don't want to be like, oh, a new Star Wars game's coming out? Well, it's probably going to be disappointing like the other two. Like, seriously, they need to get their act together. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff, and tell me down below. Do you think Battlefront 2 needs to die in order for other Star Wars games to succeed? Or do you want Battlefront 2 to somehow be revived over the holiday season? Anyway, if you are new, why don't you subscribe? For all things Star Wars, this is the First Order, signing out.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!